Good morning students and welcome back to our biozoology class, and we are discussing chapter 2 Kingdom Animalia, and this is our fourth session. So the last classes we have discussed regarding this chapter about this Kingdom Animalia and their 11 phylums. Am I right? Okay. So the last class we have discussed about this phylum Echinodermata, phylum Hemichordata as well as phylum Chordata. Right, and we have discussed these fundamental features of chordates, right. Then we have discussed some subphylums of chordates such as Urochordata, Cephalochordata as well as Vertebrata, right. And this class we are going to discuss about the subphylum Vertebrata, the classification of subphylum Vertebrata, right. So Vertebrata also again classified as various classes such as Cyclostomata, Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and mammals, right. And finally we are going to discuss regarding one comparison of chordate as well as non-chordates, right. So first of all, do one flow chart about this classification of vertebrates, right. Okay, so first we can see the kingdom Animalia consists of 11 phylums. Is it clear? So among this, the last phylum is Chordata, right? And Chordata consists of 3 subphylums, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata as well as Vertebrata. Clear? And this Vertebrata is again classified as 2 divisions. The divisions are Agnatha as well as Gnathostomata. Agnatha and Gnathostomata. So what is the difference between these two? Right. Agnatha in the sense these animals there is no jaw for in this mouth. That's why this is known as jawless vertebrates. This is vertebrates but there is no jaw in the mouth. Right. But Gnathostomata no will be there. Jaws will be there. So they said it's a jawed vertebrates. Fine. And Agnatha, they said there is no paired appendages. What do you mean? There is no paired fin, pectoral fin, pelvic fin. There is no paired legs or limbs will be there, right? But in Gnathostomata, there will be the paired appendages, right? And Agnatha, they said the notochord will be appear during this adult stage. So Vertebrata, the special feature, of course, we know either the presence of notochord or vertebral column. Here they said the notochord appeared during this adult stage, but Gnathostomata they said the notochord will be converted as vertebral column. So these things we have discussed in the previous classes, right? In higher vertebrates, notochord will be converted as vertebral column. Clear? Okay. Then the division Agnatha has only one class, that is known as Cyclostomata. Only one class is there, that is Cyclostomata. But Gnathostomata again classified as 2 superclasses, that is Pisces as well as Tetrapoda. Pisces as well as Tetrapoda. Pisces in the sense all the fishes belongs to Pisces, right? So these Pisces again classified as 2, that is Chondrichthyes as well as Osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes means the vertebral column will be in the form of cartilaginous tissue. The vertebral column is there, but it is made up of cartilaginous tissue. So this cartilaginous tissue only become as a bone, organ bone. Understand? But osteichthyes means they say it will be as a bone. The vertebral column will be as a bone, not tissue. Group of tissue make organ. Am I right? Chondrichthyes it will be as a tissue form. Osteichthyes it will be as organ form, bone. Have you got me? Okay. Tetrapoda means there is 2 pairs of limbs will be there for these organisms. That's why this is the tetrapoda, 2 pair of limbs. Tetra means 4, right? So such as the classes such as amphibians, reptiles, aves as well as mammals. So these 4 belongs to tetrapoda, right? So these classification only we are going to see elaborately in this class. Fine. Okay, among this first one is class Cyclostomata, which belongs to division Agnatha. Do you remember? Okay, let us see the features of this Cyclostomata. So the first, let us see this meaning of this word. Cyclos means circle. Stomata means mouth, right? So of course we can understand the mouth is circle in shape. That's why they put into the class Cyclostomata, right? Okay. Then this is aquatic vertebrate. It used to live in the aquatic region, right? And it's another one important character. They said it is poikilothermic, or it is known as it is cold-blooded animals. There is two types of animals are there, poikilothermic or homeothermic, that we will discuss later. Poikilothermic as well as, or it is homeothermic, or we can say it's a cold-blooded animals or warm-blooded animals. What is the difference between these two? So poikilothermic means, so every organism has its own internal body temperature or internal body nature, right? So these things will be changed according to the environmental changes. For example, human beings normal body temperature, we could say it is a 97 degree Fahrenheit, right? It will be constant. When the environmental climatic condition change, we don't change our body conditions, right? Body temperature will not be changed. So we used to maintain the constant body temperature. The internal environment will be as constant. We will not change. But here in poikilothermic animals, internal environment will be changeable as per the environmental condition. That is called poikilothermic. Understand? But mammals are homeothermic. It will not be changed. Have you got me? So that's why these type of animals are poikilothermic animals, or we can say it's a cold-blooded animals. Is it clear? Okay. Then, as we said already, it is a jawless vertebrates. There is no jaw. Can you observe the figure? There is no jaws, right? And the shape also we can watch. It's a slender shape. And next one, it consists of 16 to 15 gill slits for respiration. Can you watch the figure? There is gill slits are present. Around 6 to 15 gill slits are there for respiration, right? And it is suctorial animals. What do you mean suctorial? It used to suck the food. Okay. And the heart is two-chambered heart. Heart consists of chambers. Here only two chamber is there. Okay. And there is no paired appendages. Can you watch? There is no limbs and there is no paired fins are present, right? And the vertebral column is made up of cartilaginous tissue. It is not a bone, it is a tissue form, right? And two common examples for cyclostomata we could say is hagfish as plus lamprey, right? Okay. And they said it is one of the ectoparasite. Lamprey, it is one of the ectoparasite, means the parasite which is living outside the another one animal is called ectoparasite, right? Can you watch the figure? So this lamprey is attached on another one fish, that is called trout. So it is attached on this for its own benefit. That's why it is known as it is ectoparasite. And this is also one of the important character of this one, anadromous migration, right? So what do you mean anadromous migration? So as we said, it is one of the aquatic organism, right? It is used to live in the aquatic region, but usually it is living in this marine water. But during spawning season, it used to migrate from marine water to fresh water, right? So these matured animals used to move from marine water to fresh water through the estuary. Estuaries means where this marine water as well as the fresh water meets. So it come to the fresh water and there it lay the eggs, and the eggs may become as a larva. Larva used to grow. After the growth, it will move again back to this marine water. So this type of movement is called anadromous migration. Clear? Yeah, this is the larva of lamprey, that is called as ammosid. Ammosid larva, it used to live in the fresh water, right? Okay, and the next class is chondrites. So chondrites, we can say one of the best example, shark, right? Let us see the nature of this chondrites. So chondrus means cartilage, itis means fish. Of course, we can understand this is a cartilaginous fishes. Chondrus means cartilage, itis means fish. So this is a cartilaginous fishes. So the vertebral column will be in the form of cartilaginous tissue, right? And it used to live in the marine water, right? And next one, cartilaginous endoskeleton. What is mean endoskeleton? The bone which is present inside, we can say it's an endoskeleton. It is a cartilaginous form, right? And the notochord is present throughout the life. So it will not be converted as a vertebral column. It will be as a notochord. The notochord is present throughout the life, right? And it is one of the predaceous animal. Even in this picture also we can watch. Predaceous means it used to capture the prey and kill it and eat it. That is called as predaceous animal, right? And the next one, excretion is with the help of mesonephric kidney. So our excretory organ, we used to say it's a kidney, right? But here they added another one word, it's a mesonephric kidney. So what do you mean mesonephric kidney? Listen. So as per the stages of this kidney formation, so from the embryo, kidney used to form, right? From the embryo only every organs used to develop. Am I right? So as per the stages of this kidney development, the kidney will be divided as the 3 stages. For example, the first one, pronephric, second stage is mesonephric, the third stage is metanephric. Pronephric, mesonephric and metanephric. So pronephric means it is one of the very primitive one, beginning. Mesonephric means it is the kidney is formed, but it is not well matured kidney. So mesonephric kidney is well functioning for fishes as well as for amphibians, right? And for reptiles onwards it will be as a and temporary one, but metanephric is a well matured kidney. But here fishes we can say this kidney is a mesonephric kidney. Is it clear? Okay. Then the heart is 2 chambered here, and this excretory waste is uric acid. That's why this is a ureotelic animals. The excretory waste is urea. That's why this is a ureotelic animals. Do you understand? Okay. Then, as we said already, it's a poikilothermic animals, which means the internal body temperature will not be changed based on this external environment, right? And it is one of the viviparous one. Viviparous means it gives birth as young ones, right? Dioecious already we know, so it's the male and female separate. And here another one character is there for this male shark. So in the pelvic fin means the fin which is present near the tail region. Pelvic fin, the extension of pelvic fin is called clasper. So this clasper is actually, it is used for mating. So to transfer the sperm cells to this female. So this is present, pair of clasper is present for male, right? And one best example we could say it is shark, right? And about the skin they said for shark also. So the body consists of, the skin consists of the scale that is called placoid scale, right? And it is microscopic size actually. So the skin consists of, they said it's a placoid scale, that's why they said dermal means skin, consists of placoid scale. And the caudal means tail. So caudal region consists of heterocircle scale, placoid scale as well as heterocircle scale. Then respiration. So respiration is going on with the help of this gills, and here they said it's a lamelliform gills. Here the gills are arranged as a blade-like structure. So it is arranged as a blade-like structure. These gills are called as a lamelliform gills, which is used for respiration. And 2 more examples we could say for this chondrites is trigon, its common name is stingray, and pristris, its common name is sawfish, right? And the next class is osteitis. Shall we see these characters? So osteon means bone and itis means fish again, right? So osteon means bone. So of course it's a fish with the bone, right? And habitat, it used to live in this marine water as well as fresh water. Okay. And the next character is bony endoskeleton. The endoskeleton is bone, not as a tissue. It will be as a bone, right? And shape of this body we could say it's a spindle shape. And the skin consists of various types of the scales, that is ganoid scales, cycloid scales as well as ctenoid scales will be present, right? And excretion is going on with the help of this kidney. Here also the type of this kidney. Of course, I said already, fishes as well as for amphibians. And mesonephric kidney is there, and reptiles and the apes also mesonephric, but it will be a temporary one, and mammals metanephric kidney is present, right? Okay. Then heart is two-chambered. Here this excretory waste will be in the form of ammonia. That's why they say it is ammonotelic animals, right? And oviparous means it is laying the eggs. Dioecious means two male and female form is there. And fertilization is external fertilization, right? And here respiration is going on with the help of gills, but here one speciality is there, and here four gill slits are present, pair of gill slits are present, but it is covered with operculum. Can you watch the operculum in the image? So four pairs of gill slits are covered with operculum, which is used for respiration. Air bladder. So air bladder is present inside the fishes, which is useful for gas exchange as well as for buoyancy. So can you watch this figure? The white color, it is mass, the swim bladder, that is called air bladder. It is filled with the air. So this is used for respiration, and it is using for buoyancy, means it is used for float, right? Okay. Then sense organ. Can you watch this figure? So on the body there is a stripes are there. This is known as, it is a lateral lines. So this function as a sense organ. So fishes consist of lateral line sense organs, right? Of course, few more examples we could say for this bony fishes. It is trout, carp, goldfishes, and etc. Right? Okay. Shall we go to the next? The next class is amphibia. So these are the animals. It is very familiar animals. Everyone knows, and we could watch in our day-to-day life, right? Amphibians. So let us see the character of these amphibians. So amphibians is the only animal it could live in inside the water as well as on land. Okay. So amphibians consist of these adaptations to survive inside the water as well as on land. So it is habitat, we can say aquatic as well as terrestrial. And this is also one of the poikilothermic animal, because it could change the internal body environment as per this external environment, right? And here also excretion is going on with the help of this mesonephric kidney, right? And here the heart is three-chamber heart. Hope you may land in the lower class. The heart of this frog, it is three-chambered for amphibians also, right? Then it is oviparous animals because it is laying the egg. Dioecious animals means male and female is separate organisms, and fertilization is external. And here they said indirect development. What do you mean indirect development? That also we discussed in the previous classes. The growth is going on through step-by-step process, which means the egg may converted into larva become as an adult. Here amphibians, we can say that it is also passing through the larval stage, and the larva also known as it is tadpole larva, right? And we can see some morphological features of this frog. So that is very simple. You may learn in the lower classes also. So the body we can divide as two regions, that is head region as well as trunk region. There is no separate neck there. So head is directly connected with the trunk region, right? And amphibians, some of the amphibians may consist of very smooth skin, some may consist of rough skins, some may consist of moist skins, some may consist of pigmented skins, right? Various forms of skin is there. And this is one of the tetrapod, already we said in the beginning even, right? Tetrapod means there is two pairs of limbs is there. Amphibians, reptiles, apes and mammals has tetrapod pods, which means it has two pair of limbs. Can you watch it? Okay. Then can you watch the eye consists of eyelid, right? And ear is made up of tympanum. So it consists of tympanic membrane or tympanum, which is useful for hearing, right? And tail, either tail will be present or some it will not be present, right? And respiration is going on with the help of gills as well as skin as well as with lungs, because it is living in this water as well as on land. So it is using the gills and skin and lungs for respiration, right? And this is also another one character of this amphibians, that is hibernation as well as aestivation. Hibernation means winter sleep. Aestivation means summer sleep. What do you mean by this? So during winter the climatic condition will be very cold, and during summer the temperature will be very hot. So during such extreme climatic conditions, these organisms used to protect itself from this very cold as well as a very hot conditions. So it wants to protect itself. That's why it used to take rest in any one hidden places, any one protected place. It used to take rest. That is known as it is hibernation as well as estivation, right? And few examples we could say for this amphibians such as bullfrog, spotted salamander, then trout, then newt. This is a few more examples for phylum amphibians, right? And the next class is Reptilia. These are also very familiar animals. So let us see the character. So first one, habitat. It used to live on the land, so it is one of the terrestrial animals, right? And the next nature, it is a poikilothermic animals. As we said already, it could change the body temperature, right? And skin is cornified epidermal scales. The skin consists of hard scales. The epidermal scales will be there, right? Then excretion is going on with the help of mesonephric kidney, right? And this is uricotelic animals. Uricotelic animals means the excretory waste will be in the form of uric acid. That's why they said it is uricotelic animals, right? And here the heart is three-chambered, but only one exception is there for crocodile. Crocodile is a reptile, but it consists of four-chambered heart, right? Okay. And so oviparous, it is laying the egg, and its egg is clidoic type. So what do you mean clidoic type? So the egg will be covered with a hard shell is called clidoic type. If there is no hard shell, it is known as non-clidoic type. So clidoic type as well as non-clidoic type. Clidoic means the egg is covered with hard shell, right? And the next one is the dioecious one, and fertilization is internal fertilization, right? Then this is another one important character for this reptiles, aves and mammals. So reptiles, aves and mammals are known as amniotes. Why it is known as amniotes? Because this consists of some extra embryonic membranes which is covering the fetus. Embryo becomes as a fetus. The fetus is covered with some extra embryonic membranes such as amnion, chorion, allantois and yolk. So these layers only is connecting this fetus with this mother. That is called as amnion, chorion, and allantois as well as yolk. So with this name, it is known as it is amniotes, right? Okay. And few examples we could say for these reptiles are snake, chameleon, tortoise, turtle, alligator, etc. Many you may know, right? Okay. And the next class is aves. So aves means, of course, we know it's a birds, and one of the very unique nature of this birds is it's could able to fly, right? Okay, so how could it fly? Of course, we know since with the help of these feathers, right? And aves also one of the tetrapod already we said. What do you mean tetrapod? Two pair of limbs is there, right? But if we can watch clearly in this figure, there is only one pair of limb is there. Then where is one more limb? Of course, you may know very well it is the fore limb is modified as a wings, and the hind limb is useful for locomotion, either as a walking or swimming, whatever it is, right? Fore limb is modified as a wings and the hind limb is used for locomotion. And its skin is very dry. There is no gland at all, right? There is no glands, it is very dry. But the tail consists of one gland, that is called an oil gland or preen gland, right? This is secreting one secretion. This oil is useful for homing or preening these feathers. Do you watch these birds, you know, the feathers will be neatly arranged. No one is there for homing, but these birds used to use this oil from this gland and which is neatly arranging the feathers. That is, we can say this is preening, right? So this gland is useful for homing the feathers, right? The next character, exoskeleton. So what is our exoskeleton? Our exoskeleton is skin. But here in aves, the exoskeleton is modified as various forms such as feathers, scales, claw, beak. So these are the various modification of this exoskeleton, right? And the heart consists of 4 chambers, right? And here the next one, homeothermic. Do you remember the word homeothermic? It is just opposite for poikilothermic. Poikilothermic means these organisms could able to change this internal body environment as per the external environment. But homeothermic animals means it cannot change this internal environment based on the external environment. This will maintain one constant internal environment. Is it clear? Okay. The next one, sex is dioecious. Of course, male and female is separate. It is oviparous. It is laying the egg, and the egg, they said megalecythal egg. Megalecythal egg means as per the amount of yolk. Do you know what is yolk? The yellow color part which is present inside the egg is called yolk. As per the amount of yolk, this egg will be classified as 3. That is alecythal, microlecythal, and megalecythal. Alecythal means there is no yolk inside the egg. That is called alecythal. Microlecythal means only very little amount of yolk will be there inside this egg. It is called microlecythal. And megalecythal means there is amount of yolk will be more. That is called megalecythal. So A consists of megalecythal type of egg. And this is also cladoic type. I said already, cladoic means this egg will be covered with hard shell, right? Okay. And the fertilization is internal fertilization. It is going on inside the body, right? Endoskeleton is one of the very important nature of these birds because the bird could fly. Only the birds could fly because of this body weight. How this weight is very light? Because of the presence of this very special bones inside. So the bones which is present inside the birds are called pneumatic bones. Pneumatic bones. So pneumatic bones means the long bone which is present inside the birds has a lot of air sacs. Large air sacs are present inside, which is filled with the air. That's why the bone is very lightweight, right? Ossified bones means hard bones. Small bones are ossified bones, hard bones, but the long bones are pneumatic bones. It is filled with the air. So it is lightweight, that's why it could fly, right? And flight muscle also, it is very suitable adaptation for this birds to fly. There is 2 flight muscle is there for this birds, that is called pectoralis major as well as pectoralis minor. So these muscles used to contract when it fly as well as when it come down, right? So with the help of this muscle also the birds could fly, right? Then respiration is going on with the help of this compact, elastic, spongy lungs. The lungs are very compact, moderate in size, and it is elastic in nature, very spongy, right? Reproduction. Of course, reproduction is going on with the help of the testis as well as the ovary. Here they said male consists of a pair of testes, 2 testes there. Can you watch this figure? Male consists of 2 testes, but female only 1 ovary alone will be functioning, right? Ovum will be produced from only 1 ovary, right? Of course, the last class, it is mammals. So mammals, it is very familiar, very animals, and it is character also very simple to learn, right? Habitats. So it used to live in the variety of habitat, we could say, and even terrestrial as well as aquatic also there. Okay. And what is the unique nature of these mammals? The 2 unique nature they said regarding these mammals. One is the mammals body, the skin is covered with the hair. Body hair will be there, right? And the second very important character is mammary glands. So mammals means surely there will be the mammary glands. So the mammary glands are present for both males as well as for females. But for males it will be inactive, but females only it will be active, right? Okay. And the next one, the skin consists of some type of glands. Sweat glands, scent glands, sebaceous glands. Sebaceous glands in the sense it is secreting this oil substance, sebum. So these glands is present in the skin, right? And here the exoskeleton is converted as a various forms such as horns. Some mammals may consist of horns, right? Horns, spines, scales, claw, nail, hooves. What do you mean hooves? There's some, cattle may consist of in the leg, they consist of one hard part, no? That is called as the hooves. So these are this modification of this exoskeleton. The exoskeleton will be modified as these forms, right? Okay. Then mammals consist of a brain. The brain is larger in size and they are intelligent type, right? And can you watch this external ear will be there. The external ear, can you watch the figure pinna? So the external ear pinna is present for mammals, right? And here heart is 4-chambered heart. And here the kidney is well matured kidney, that is metanephric kidney, right? And the excretory product is urea, that's why it is known as it is ureotelic animals. Do you get me? Okay. And next character is homeothermic. As we said already, the internal environment will not be changeable. That is homeothermic animals. And the sex is diverse, male and female is separate, and the fertilization is of course inside the body, right? Teeth. So teeth, some unique natures are there for this teeth for these mammals. So let us see these characters. The first they said the nature of the teeth is thecodont. What do you mean thecodont? Just to look at the image. Here the teeth is kept inside the jaw. It is socketed inside the jaw region, right? So this type of arrangement is called thecodont type, right? And the next word they said it is its nature. It is heterodont. What do you mean heterodont? Various types of teeth is there. For example, can you see this image? Mammals consist of 4 types of teeth, that is incisor, canine, premolar as well as molar. So 4 different types of teeth is there, hence it is known as it is heterodont, right? And the next nature they said is a diphodont. What do you mean diphodont? There is 2 set of teeth will be found. Do you remember when we were in small children, we had one set of teeth. It used to fall down. Then the new set of teeth used to grow. Am I right? So that's why there is 2 set of teeth is here. First set of teeth is called it is milk teeth. Second set is called permanent teeth, right? So that's why this is a diphodont type. Clear? And this is also another one character they said for these mammals about the RBC cells. So blood consists of 3 types of cells that everyone knows: RBC cells, WBC cells as well as platelets. For mammals they said RBC cell, it is circular in shape. Can you watch the figure? Circular in shape, biconcave. Biconcave means both sides it is depressed. In the center it is depressed, and there is non-nucleated cells, which means there is no nucleus inside. Clear? Okay. Okay, so these are the characters we have discussed regarding this mammal. Okay, and now we can discuss one comparison of this chordate as well as the non-chordate. So what is the difference between is there for the chordates as well as non-chordates? Some important features we can discuss, right? Okay, the first character, very important character, they say chordates, notochord is present. Okay, non-chordates, notochord is absent. Of course, it is one of the very important character. Notochord is present for this chordates as well as it is absent for this non-chordates. And do you remember in the previous class we have discussed regarding this and fundamental features of chordates with one diagrammatic representation, where we have discussed about the location of this alimentary canal and nerve cord as well as this notochord. All those things we have located. Do you remember? Okay, that only they have explained here. So chordates, they said chordate consists of nerve cord, but the location is dorsal side and it is hollow and single one is present. Okay, non-chordate cells a nerve cord is paired, but the location is it is ventral side and it is double and solid. Understand? Okay. And next character it is pharynx is perforated by gill slits. For chordates, pharynx region consists of gill slits for respiration, but non-chordates gill slits are absent. Right? And here chordates heart is ventrally placed. It is present in the ventral side. But non-chordates it is present in the dorsal side or in the lateral sides, either sides. Right? Okay. Then again chordate they said post-anal tail is present. Anal tail is present. Tail region. But here it says a post-anal tail is absent for non-chordates. Okay. Another one character for chordates it is alimentary canal is placed ventral to the nerve cord. Alimentary canal is placed ventral to the nerve cord. But here alimentary canal is placed dorsal to the nerve cord. Nerve cord is present. Dorsal means above the nerve cord, alimentary canal is present. Is it clear? So those things we have discussed in the previous class. Hope you understood, right? Shall we discuss some assignments? Okay, differentiate agnatha and nathostomata. I think you can remember the points. Okay, then differentiate chondrites and osteitis. What is anadromous migration? Name the scales of bony fishes. Mention the functions of air bladder. Name the extra embryonic membranes. Name the flight muscles of birds. Name the glands of mammalian skin. Mention the respiratory organs of amphibians. These are all very simple questions. Either it will be asked as a 2 mark or 3 marks. Okay. And the last one question, this may be asked as a 5 mark question, the comparison of chordate as well as non-chordates. Right? So, by this session, we are completing the second chapter, Kingdom Animalia. So, unit 1 consists of 2 chapters. The first one is the living world and the second chapter is Kingdom Animalia. So, hope we have completed the 2 chapters, and time being you revise these questions and learn it, and in the next class, if it's possible, I will give this extra questions and I will highlight this some important questions also. Until then, bye. Thank you.